beautiful people. We are back with another vlog. Just finished up my morning routine. Did a little bit of, and that glare is kind of, but did a little bit of journaling, meditation. Read from the daily devotional book, and like the Tao Te Ching, which is small passages. I like daily passages to start the morning. I went outside, got some sunlight, did some grounding a little bit, and now I am going to have some coffee in a little bit and then do some light work, you know what I mean, post, Substack, whatever I need to get done, look at my to-do list, stuff like that, and then I'll probably head to the gym after, so that's what I'm gonna do. Just gotta put my lime on. You already know I still do this for deodorant. I haven't used deodorant in a minute, but yeah, so tap in if you're not tapped in. Not to say there aren't good deodorants. I just been doing this. Once I got put onto this, I just haven't went back. So where I'm at. This is where I'm at. But yeah, today gonna be a good day. It's 8:30 a.m. Woke up a little bit later, but it's okay. I woke up at like 7:30. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym after I get the stuff done, and then I have a client call later for the mentorship and coaching, and then I got to do laundry. Yeah, just little stuff, you know what I mean. I'll eat, do my stuff throughout the day. Tomorrow I'm really excited because I'm catching up with one of my high school friends who became a barber. If y'all know, I cut my own hair. I've been cutting my own hair since 2019, so I've probably been to the barber shop 3 times in the last 6-7 years. But yeah, this is my dog. So while I'm here back in North Carolina, which I'll touch on later, I'm gonna go see him. So tomorrow I'm gonna go get a cut, see what he could do, man. A little taper, you know what I mean, nothing crazy. But yeah, so we're gonna get about our day, and that's what we got, man. Whew. Steaming out here. We love it though. It is currently 12:36 p.m. I'm going on a little post-work walk. I ended up getting into some deep work, and then I was on live. Sometimes I'll go on TikTok live. Well, I was going on TikTok. I was going live regularly at night, but I was continuously going to bed a little too late, so I pushed it back to when I do my study and focus sessions. I'm like, I might as well just go live, chop it up with people. If they want to join, they could join. So that's a way better workflow. But I just had to take care of some things, so I had to get some work done. And I wanted to go to the gym with my sister. She didn't go. She's at class right now because she's started back school for college. And I was gonna go to the gym, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to play basketball tonight. Let me prioritize this work. I'll go to the gym tomorrow. I'll play basketball today, so I'll get my legs moving. I went to the gym last night too, so I had a little bit of legs just in the movements I was doing. But so now I'm just going on a walk. Yeah, I'm just going on a walk. Can I do the track? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. So, but yeah, just to give y'all an update. So, been back in North Carolina now for, what is it, 4 weeks now? 3-4 weeks? I want to say 3 weeks. Yeah, 3. I think this is my 3rd full week. But things have been good. Just spending time with my stepdad, my younger sister, younger brother. My younger brother left for college last week, so he's about 2.5 hours away for school. He's on campus. And then my sister, she goes to UNC Charlotte, and she commutes because we live like 15 minutes away. So she just commutes every day. And yeah, so it's been nice being with my stepdad. My mom, as you guys know, or if you don't know, my mom moved to Florida back in August, so she's been down there. So yeah, I'm gonna see her soon anyway when I officially move down there with her, which is something I'm really excited about. But Yeah, while I've been in North Carolina, I've just been, I've been here in this kind of middle chapter of a transition, kind of like an intermission. I've just been really prioritizing the things that fuel my spirit. You know, leaving New York, I was able to really reflect and leave things there that I wanted to leave, but also really bring certain intentions and things that I want to focus on into this next chapter. And I feel like I'm creating a really good rhythm and a really good foundation here in North Carolina, so it's been really nice. One thing that I did change that really helped was when I first got to North Carolina and I got back home, I was so focused on Florida that I wasn't allowing myself to settle in, get into a good rhythm. So the first couple of days were a little, or first couple, yeah, like the first week was a little up and down just with like sleep and routine and stuff. And I wasn't really allowing myself to settle because I was so focused on Florida. And I kind of took a step back and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm focusing on something that I don't have right now. Right now, I'm in North Carolina. Let me be where my feet are and really prioritize making the most out of this time in this space, getting into a good rhythm. And then I'll take care of Florida when that chapter comes. So that little shift really helped me just to kind of settle in and get into a really good routine here in North Carolina. And things have been, really good, especially with content and stuff. I've really moved into this place where I'm so rooted in just expressing myself and doing the things that feel true to me without any obligation or permission or validation needed. I'm just waking up every day. I have a good system, I have a good structure, but I'm really just waking up every day and allowing myself to express freely. Don't really care about the followers, don't care about the validation, don't care about the likes, the comments, any of that stuff. Like, that's been very liberating, and it's allowed me to just post things that I actually want to post on top of the videos and stuff. So that's been really good. Grains is coming along. I've been working a lot on grains. That's what I was doing a lot of in this study session, was just getting all the back end stuff, because we officially got the production in process. So they're being made as we speak. Once everything's done, the bulk order will be sent and I'll have everything in place and we can start shipping out, put it out and ship out the order. So I'm really excited about that. Finally get some physical products for grains and, cultivate the foundation and start building that, because y'all know, man, we all about the grains lifestyle. But yeah, that's kind of been the groove I'm in. I am excited about Florida. I think it's going to be awesome. I know it's going to be awesome. I think, I've mentioned this before, but anytime you have an opportunity to move to a new environment, shift locations, whatever it may be, I think you should take it, because it really gives you a place to start fresh, right? And you're able to reflect on, previous chapters, and you're able to kind of go into a new environment with a clean slate and say, okay, how do I really want to show up? What are the things that I really want to prioritize? What are the things that I really want to be intentional with? And how do I want to really express myself in this chapter? And what do I want to put my energy towards, So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to be around my mom, reconnect with her. Not say like we've disconnected. We've been connected this whole time, but like just actually be in person and around my mom on a consistent basis is something that I haven't had in a long time. And I'm really excited about that. So, the biggest thing for me is just continuing to be open. You move with intention and you stay grounded, but at the same time you want to keep an open heart so that the things that can find you, and also so that the things that are meant to leave your life can leave freely, So this is stuff we talk about in the podcast, but I'm just going on this nice little walk around the neighborhood, just getting it in. So I remember in high school, I'm wearing Nike and Adidas. I remember in high school, man, you used to get joked on for mismatching brands. But now it's like, yo, if I got Nike socks on, I'm putting on whatever shoes that are there, and these Adidas are my go-to, so I'm on that. Another thing is your boy is getting back into running. Really, really excited for this second chapter of my running journey, as if you want to call it. If you go back to some of my earlier vlogs when I was really heavy into running, I really kind of got into a really good rhythm, and I was able to run my first half marathon, and I did incredibly well. I did better than I expected, to be honest, but at the same time I was training for it, and when the opportunity came up, I jumped on it. So and then after that half marathon, I kind of started to slowly get away from running, and it taught me a very important lesson. I think that is why it's so important to be process oriented, to be so rooted in the journey and not outcome oriented or fixated on destinations, because sometimes when you're so outcome oriented and then you reach a certain outcome, it can kind of take you away from the thing, and I'm not necessarily saying that's what happened with running. I think it really had more to do with wanting to try different things. Like once I kind of found boxing and I got into that, I really started to gravitate towards boxing. I was continuing to lift as always, like doing different lifts, kettlebells, mobility, things like that, weight room, all of it, trying new things with diets, all that stuff. So I just like to try different things. I like to experiment and play around with different methods of movement and living and healthy lifestyle. So that's what kind of happened with that. But I always knew that I would get back to running, because out of everything that I've ever done, I think it's the thing I'm best at. And I even may put this above, I don't know. I don't know if I want to put it above me as a basketball player, because obviously that was like my main thing. But running, I've always had a natural ability. And even in middle school, like when I actually did track before I committed fully to basketball, I did long distance. I ran the mile, and I only did it that year. That was my first time ever running, and I placed third in the conference. Made it to regionals and stuff, and I was like, dang, like I really surprised myself. And that was before I knew about anything when it comes to running shoes, pace, all that stuff, training. That was just off rip. So I always knew it was there. I always felt like I had a very good wind. And then even it translated when I stopped playing basketball, like officially, as far as like organized basketball in college, and then I got into running. Like, y'all seen my journey, and to get to a point basically within a year to where I ran a half marathon for the first time. That was my first race, and I ran it in an hour and 29 minutes, I want to say. I think it was a 6:16 pace for 13 miles. 33 out of 2,000 people. I was like, dang, bro, like I could really do this. Like, I'm really good at it. And I really don't view running as something that I compete against other people. It was just kind of like a personal thing. So I say all that to say, like, it is something that I'm really good at, and that's a direction that I really want to get back into, because I was able to kind of go through that journey the first time, and there's certain things that I'm able to understand now, having went through it, that are really going to help me maximize this second chapter of running. And I'm going to stick with it, for as long as possible, because if I got there, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I really want to see how fast I can get when it comes to this running stuff. So yeah, I'm going to get back into running. I would have already started, but I've been having a little bit of inflammation in my foot. For those who don't know, I fractured my sesamoid bone my junior year at college, and when it healed, it came back with some inflammation, which is called sesamoiditis, and that was something I dealt with for my last 3 seasons, and it really bothered me. But with diet and making sure that I'm putting the right things in my body, it doesn't really bother me too much. The biggest thing was when I got back to North Carolina, like I said, my sleep really started to deteriorate that first week, and I was kind of all over the place, and I think that's affected it a little bit. And I was saying this to my sister. I was like, it's kind of a blessing, because it actually is like a signal from my body when I'm kind of out of balance, you know what I mean? Like, I only feel it when like my routine is completely off, or I'm just not eating the right thing. So it also pushes me to be a little bit more intentional, which I actually am grateful for. So once that I'm just giving it some time to rest. Even though I'm going to play basketball tonight, I'm gonna take it light. I'm not gonna do too much. But like, for me, I don't even want to like try to run until I know, like, all right, once I start, like I'm not stopping. So I'm very interested to see where I'm at right now. Like, I've stayed in shape as far as moving my body and conditioning and stuff, but as far as running shape, like, you have to really put in the miles to get your body acclimated to that. And like I said, when I shifted over to boxing, it's just a different form of cardio. So yeah, I am really excited to see, or really intrigued to see where I'm at in my running. And once I get back into it, it's go time, man. Y'all know what it is: daily runs, daily grain. So yeah, I'm gonna really prioritize the running and I can't wait to get back into that. So I just wanted to put that in there. So you're definitely gonna see more running content, especially if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok. I'll make sure to post my runs, do all that, Strava, you know the vibes. I got a couple of friends who got into running after I stopped, and you know, they've inspired me to come back. Specifically my brother Bryant. He inspired me because I remember watching him first start running and how he was getting used to it, and now he's faster than I was at my peak. And I'm like, wow, bro, like I love seeing people's like progression, and just seeing how, like, if you really just stick with something, you can really get better at it. And that's just an analogy and a metaphor for life. Like, just like running, you know, if you stick with anything long enough to see it through, like, you're gonna start to reap the rewards, you know. And at first it is uncomfortable because you got to get your body used to it. You got to get used to running 1 mile, 3 miles, 5 miles. But you start to, you know, find a rhythm, and you start to see yourself getting better every week, and it just becomes this beautiful place to be, you know, where you're in this momentum, and the momentum is carrying you, and you're starting to become addicted almost to being better, you know. And like I said, you want to do it from a healthy place. You're not competing against anyone else. Healthy competition is not bad, but it's really just to push yourself, you know what I mean? See what you can do. Not saying you gotta be like out here like grinding in blood, sweat, and tears, but it is good to have certain things that challenge you and get you out of your comfort zone, and force you to really have to embrace certain parts of your mind, you know. And that's what being able to run does. Oh my god, look at that bug. Hold on. Dragonfly. It's kind of big though. Bro probably taking a break because it's too hot. For real. Yeah, so yeah, just doing things like physically that challenge you, because I think doing those things is one of the best. Like, doing anything physically challenging is one of the best things you can do for your mental and emotional well-being, because it forces you to have to confront and work through certain parts of yourself that sitting around doesn't, you know. Not saying like you can't, like meditation and journaling and, you know, doing things like that can absolutely help, but physically, you know, it's a different ball game when it comes to your physical body and pushing yourself. So yeah, we're gonna get back into running soon, especially when I go to Florida. I mean, like early morning runs, late night runs, because, you know, you want to run outside of the heat. But running by the beach, I'm thinking about all the places that I'll be able to run, and I'll be able to continue to run outside all year. Even though I did that in Syracuse, like, if you really was tapped in with me, you know I was running out there even when it was, you know, 2 degrees and it's snowing, and I'm like still getting my runs in. The only time I wouldn't run outside is if I literally couldn't, like there was a blizzard or the streets were just too, like, it was dangerous, like the ice on the road and stuff. So yeah, going to Florida, we ain't got to worry about that. We ain't got to worry about that. Yeah, so it was boxing, basketball. I got heavy back into playing. I was playing the last 2 months in Syracuse. I was probably playing like 3-4 times a week in the mornings and on the weekends. So that was good. But yeah, movement is medicine, man. We just want to move our body, be healthy. You know, the Grains lifestyle. Y'all know how it is. So, yep, that's where I'm going to put my energy and continue to do what we do. But right now, I'm walking back to the crib. I'm going to make breakfast. I'm going to make a breakfast burrito. So I'm going to do eggs, turkey, bacon, avocado, and a wrap. And then I'm going to probably do a smoothie with it, to be honest, because your boy hungry. So do that. Probably go for a light 5-minute post-meal walk, which is a very important tip, by the way. After you eat, especially a heavy meal, like, go for a light walk. Whether it's even 3 minutes goes a long way, but 5 to 10 minute walk just to help with digestion. When I started doing that, like, I rarely like felt bloated or feel bloated till this day. I think more of that has to do with what you're eating, but still, like, you know, if you eat a heavy meal, even if it's healthy food, like, go for a walk a little bit, get your body moving, let the digestion happen. And if you think about the anatomy of the body, like, even like going for a walk and standing straight up, I could see how that helps with digestion because it's working through your body. So that's something I try to do. I'm not perfect with it. In Syracuse, I was pretty religious with it. I would do it like after every meal, but in North Carolina, since I've been back, it's been most times, but not every time. But I'm getting back to doing it regularly just because it's so hot. But no excuses, we gonna do it. even if you had to get a walking treadmill in the crib, whatever you gotta do. So yeah, I'm gonna go back, eat, do what I gotta do, man. I'll show y'all the meal once I finish it, and we're gonna go about our day. Then I got a call at 2 and a call at 4, and then we're going to play basketball, and then I'm gonna go to eat. I'm probably gonna get kava with the homie that I'm going to play basketball with. He's one of my former teammates' younger brother. He's a former teammate younger brother. So yeah, we hooped last Wednesday. It's good vibes. It's Wednesday, by the way. But yeah, we hooped last Wednesday. Good vibes. So we're gonna do it again. But yeah, back to the crib, make this food, do what we do. Y'all know it.
Living out them hotels, cold nights on the plane. I knew that life wasn't for me, but still I took a chance.
And this is the finished product. We got our smoothie, a little breakfast burrito. We got eggs, avocado, turkey bacon, a little bit of sweet potato in there too. And then the smoothie is bananas, strawberries, protein powder, peanut butter, Siggy's yogurt, and cacao powder, chia seeds, hemp seeds. And that is it. Yeah. We about to grub, man. We about to grub. Whew, kind of got a little sweat, but I think we did 7 minutes, and I like to read while I'm on the walking treadmill just to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I feel like it's a good time to step away from my phone and, you know, be a little bit more intentional with my time. I'm currently reading this book. It Begins With You. It's a really good book so far. I was just reading about how important it is during disagreements or times where you're feeling very emotionally heightened to take space. You know what I mean? Don't react out of the emotion and allow the emotion to cloud your judgment, which so many people do, especially in relationships, because relationships tend to reflect things back to you and trigger you in ways that being out of a relationship couldn't. So yeah, we're just talking about different practices and ways to go about handling disagreement, that specific chapter, talking about the narrative and the story that goes on in your mind and things of that nature. So really good book, very simple and practical, which I appreciate. But now I'm going to unwind, hop on a call, do what I gotta do, relax, mentorship, and then we'll go hoop. So yeah, catch on a little bit. Just finished my one-on-one mentorship call. Been working with this person for about coming on 2 months now. It's been an amazing journey. They're doing great. Really enjoy working with them. So that was another amazing call. But now it's time to go get some grains in, baby. I'm about to go hoop. I'm gonna take it easy today, nothing crazy. Just try to get some shots up, get up and down with some of the homies. So we're gonna do that, and then after we'll get some food and call it a night. So I'm gonna see how much I can film hooping, and then I'll catch y'all when I catch y'all. How you doing? That's the Brody right there, man. Andrew, if you seeing this, bro, we miss you, man. Nah. I could have, bro, but I wasn't trying to, bro. Now I'm on the way to Kava with my homie, my boy Matt. So just to give y'all some context, Matty, the dude that y'all just saw, he is my former teammate's younger brother, and he recently moved to Charlotte. So while I'm here, we had to connect. We've been hooping. It's my dog, so it's good vibes. But yeah, we going to Kava right now. Great hoop sesh. Just good to get the body moving. We went 5-1 today, so feel me, it was a successful day. Got a good team. Got to get in my bag a little bit, you already know. So yeah, but good vibes, man. And I had Kava once before. We had it last week, and I was like, yo, this joint kind of valid, I ain't gonna lie. So I definitely prefer Kava over Chipotle, Moe's, whatever the other ones are that are out there. But let me know what y'all favorite like Chipotle style place is. It could be Chipotle, it could be anything, but yeah, Kava hit because I feel like the ingredients are a little fresher. But yeah, we about to grub, chop it up, go home, shower, unwind for the night. In the morning, I gotta go get my hair cut from my homie, like I told y'all, my boy Jovan. And then I'm selling some clothes on Facebook Marketplace, so I'm meeting up with this guy around 1:30. I have another mentorship call tomorrow night, so I gotta tap into that. So yeah, we got good days ahead, man. We getting back to the vlogging, bro. So something I was mentioning too, I was on live earlier, and something I was mentioning was like, and this is why I'm gonna be more consistent with vlogging, but like, the reason that I haven't is just because I've made it too complex or made it too big in my head. Like, you know, a lot of times when I think of vlogging, I'm like, dang, the editing, I gotta put all this stuff together, I don't even gotta do all that. Like, just raw vlogs, bro, just real day in the life. Y'all can actually see what like I do and kind of come along, bro. And that's why I love this camera so much, the DJI, because it's so versatile and flexible. Great quality, as y'all can see. So yeah, man, we vibing, bro. And I'm just getting more clear day in, day on how I want to approach things, how I want to go about things. So I'm blessed. God is good. Life is good. And it's a beautiful place to be when like you're content in the pursuit of trying to get places. You know, like while I'm still pursuing, like there's so many things I want to experience, so many things that I want to do, and things that I want to build, especially, you know, the podcast and the brand, and, you know, doing all that. Like I can't wait to put out grains, bro, and start tapping in with y'all with that, getting those orders out to y'all. But like, it's a beautiful place to be when you are, you know, grateful and content with where you are, and at the same time still pursuing being the best version of yourself and the visions that you have on your heart and in your mind. So just continuing to show up every day, stack my grains day by day, step by step. Y'all know the vibes, man. Yeah, so finna lock in on this Kava, and we finna grub for sure. Look at this, it's so tough.
Is that magnetic?
Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. Morning. Good morning, brother. Whew. Talk about hot. That's the only thing about running, man. It's different when you run in the heat for sure. And although I'm in North Carolina still, North Carolina still gets hot. I know in Florida I got a different animal, a different beast to face. But it's also going to be really nice around the winter months, the fall and winter months. So I'm excited about that. But today marks the first day back of running. I know yesterday I was talking about my foot, but actually I went to go hoop and it felt fine. So I was like, you know what, I can start tomorrow. And that's what we did. We did a light 2.6 miles, like 9:30 pace, light. I'm really taking the lessons that I learned from my first chapter of running, and I'm implementing them into this chapter 2. So I really understand now the importance of slow runs, pacing yourself. Those slow runs, those are actually the things that I feel require more discipline than trying to push yourself. Because it's easy to go out, get excited, and start, trying to beat your time from yesterday or trying to get a fast time for the day. But it takes discipline to feel the urge to want to speed up, but still to still stay, at a slower pace. So I'm really gonna prioritize that this run because I really understand how much that positively impacts your ability to perform, whether it's on a race or whatever it is you're trying to get into. So yeah, I forgot my towel too, so I gotta use these napkins. But feel great. I love to get out there. Now I'm definitely gonna continue to try different spots around here while I'm still in North Carolina. So yeah, but gonna get back to the running range. Y'all already know the vibes. But now it's currently 8:30, and I'm going to go home, shower, do some quick little content work. I gotta upload some Substack, Instagram, all that stuff, and then haircut. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go to a haircut. So yeah, got a good day, and I gotta get an oil change today too. So I gotta do that later. Still gotta meet with that guy for Facebook Marketplace. So we got a little day. Mentorship call. We got a little day now. But we love it. So yeah, we'll catch y'all. Beautiful people. We just got to the shop. I had to bring my hair down a little bit so I could get it ready for the cut. Man, it's been a minute, like I told y'all. So I'm gonna tap in with y'all after. I'll input the video that I make from my phone or his phone, whatever it is, so y'all can see that. But yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all after the cut. We gonna see what it look like.
Then bring it back to your brother, man, we had to respect it. He was wavy doing mixtapes out of your basement. He let us hit the on occasion for entertainment. Then he would leave us at the house and go out on a mission. We probably would have got in less trouble just going with him. Feel like I never say much, but man, there's a lot to know. Feel like the difference between us really starting to show. I'm looking at they first week numbers like, what are those? I mean, you boys not even coming close. I gave like you a reason for celebration. You number one and I'm Eddie Murphy, we trading places. Look in the mirror, I'm closer than I really appear. Creeping like chili without the tender love and care. No tender love and care and no love and affection. I got a price on my head, but there's a risk to collecting. I might be here as a vessel to teach people.
Haircut complete. Oh boy, kind of got me right though. Yeah, that's my dog from high school, man. I love that dude, bro. But yeah, we about to get on with our day. He didn't touch this because I do that on my own. Yeah, I'm very specific with that. But while I was home, I was like, let me get a cut from Brody. Even though I usually cut my own hair, I kind of got my own style down. But it's always good when you could tap in with people who you grew up with, reconnect, doing great things. So yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all when I catch y'all. Gotta go take care of some business now. I got him. Okay, let's see.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, facts. You can check them out first. Yeah, how you like it?
I love it. Yeah, I mean, my first, it's kind of I feel it. When you're in Morrisville, and some of the areas, you just feel like it's not built for the amount of people.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little too oversaturated.
Exactly.
I feel you, bro.
Thank you, friend.
My brother, I appreciate you, fam.
Good luck.
Yep, you too, man. Have a great one. Yep. Secured. Cool guy, man. I'm sweating though. Cool dude. He's from Jersey. So obviously y'all know I was in New York for 7 years, so nice to connect with him. But yeah, cool dude. He lives like 30 minutes away. A little smaller town, but we were just talking about how North Carolina, specifically Charlotte and the surrounding areas, are really starting to become oversaturated because of the amount of people that are moving down here, especially from the north. So yeah, it's just like certain towns that aren't fit for that many people are starting to feel a little, too oversaturated. So yeah, but that's another thing I'm grateful for. The area I'm going to in Florida, where my mom is, Bradenton, Sarasota, like, it's not overly packed. It's a little bit more slow, and I can still get to St. Pete. I can still get to Tampa, and then obviously the East Coast, where like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and all that stuff is only 3 hours, maybe a little bit more with traffic, but that's still not bad, compared to flights, obviously. So like flying from New York. So yeah, but successful meetup. I'm gonna go get this oil change now, and I'll catch y'all after, man. How we doing, man?
How's it going?
Just getting an oil change.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How you doing, sir?
Good. I'm Dennis the Mander. I just wanted to say hello.
Appreciate you. I'm Isaiah. Nice to meet you, Dennis.
Good to meet you.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Are they taking good care of you?
They are, man. Gary's
All right.
been great so far, man.
Excellent.
Appreciate
Is there
it.
anything I can do for you?
I'm all good, man.
Okay.
Appreciate
If you need
y'all.
anything, let me know.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Where do I know your name from?
Isaiah Salter?
Yeah. I don't know why I know that name, but it sounds very familiar. Maybe it's the last name, and I recognize that from somebody. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe it's something's clicking in there. Yeah,
something's clicking. Yeah.
something's there. I feel you.
I need to play that Kendrick Lamar song, Dying of Thirst.
You used to the heat, huh?
I'm not. But man, these last couple of weeks have been brutal.
Crazy, right?
The humidity and the heat.
It's
Yeah.
hitting from every angle, man.
Right?
Man.
First time ever actually working outside like this, so
Okay.
I've only been doing this for like a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're fresh. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm still
Word.
pretty fresh.
How you liking it?
I love it.
You do?
Yeah, I came from the food industry before this.
Really?
Never really worked on cars,
Yeah.
but in the last month I've learned a ton.
I
So
can imagine.
It's been fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's always fun learning something new.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Yeah.
man, especially shifting from a completely different field.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So are you much of a cook or what?
I do sometimes.
A little bit.
When I have time at home, I'll definitely. My smoker is my favorite thing to cook on. So if that's going, then yeah.
Man.
Ready for oil? All right, 4.3 020 max life.
Oil change is done. About to go back to the crib, get some work done, do what we gotta do. And then I might get a lift in later too. I'm gonna see what my little sister is doing. But I got that mentorship call, but after or before I might hit the gym. So we're gonna see what the rest of the day holds when we get back. Kind of take it from there. So yeah, catch y'all, man. Build the new, not fight the old. That's the motto. That's the mantra for this week. Building the new, not fighting the old. Giving energy to things that fill your cup. We're not fighting things, we're feeding things. Exactly. Yes, no force, flow. So like, the only reason things feel forced a lot of times is because there's no self-connection built, like no relationship with ourselves. So you're trying to force yourself to do something when you don't have a relationship with yourself, so it's a fight. Like we use the kid analogy. If you want a kid to do a certain behavior, you should probably first start off with building the relationship with the kid so he's actually willing to listen to you. Then there's gonna be moments where you do have to hold yourself accountable, like we talked about when you were like, how do you give yourself grace without always making excuses? That's how, by having a strong relationship with yourself. So I can say to myself, hey, tonight, yo, Let's put the phone down. Let's lock in on our night routine, and we actually can stay with it because I have a relationship with myself. Versus not having a relationship with myself. Now I'm trying to tell myself to do something when I don't even like myself. Yep, send me that and keep me up to date on everything, and I'll make sure to check in as well. All right, bro. Love, bro. Have a great weekend. All right. Mentorship call done.
And I ain't taking no class,
Getting a good workout in. Hitting some chest and abs. Nice gym here in Charlotte. It's the Dow, so yeah, we getting right, but get a little work. And off the night right. Stacking our grains, man. Stacking our grains. You already know.